Hey YouTube, welcome to another edition of Campside Cocktails. I'm your host, Jeep and Bubba, and I was feeling a little thirsty on this Thursday. We're headed in the weekend. I figured you guys needed a new cocktail to try, and this was a cocktail that was requested by a viewer. It's called a chicken fart, except for he was kind of drunk, I think, when he suggested a chicken fart, because there is no such drink as called a chicken fart, but there is one called a duck fart, and I think that's exactly what he was talking about. The duck fart originated in a bar in Alaska, and if you watch YouTube or any Overland videos, there is a group called Overland X, and they actually went to this bar in one of their videos and ordered a duck fart shot, and I'm guessing that's where he got the idea for it. So I am making the duck fart for you. I don't have a story for you regarding a duck fart or anything like that. But I do have a joke about chickens. What's the difference between a rooster and a man? A man can't eat with his pecker. Okay, let's make a drink here. First thing you're going to need is whiskey. Bourbon, Irish whiskey, Scotch, whatever you want to use. You're going to need some Bailey's Irish cream, or whatever kind of Irish cream you like, and Kahlua. So I don't use Kahlua that much in my house, so I just bought some airplane bottles. We never have Bailey's, so I just bought that. And I happened to just buy this bottle of Early Times Bottled in Bond bourbon. It's typically in a plastic jug, and I was told if you ever see Early Times in a glass bottle to use your teeth. No, we'll get there. Anyways, if you ever see it in a glass bottle, to buy it, that is better than when it's in the plastic jug. And I thought, that's BS. Why would that be true? But actually, the difference between the two is this one's bottled in bond, which when you bottle in bond, that means you make it 100 proof. Has to be a certain type of wood. I think it's oak, charred, and a certain type of grain. Has to be an American grain. Anyways, basically you let the government tell you what you can make, and usually you get a really quality whiskey. So typically in the plastic, you get a big plastic jug for 12 bucks, you get a small bottle for 25, and we'll see if it's a decent whiskey. Anyways, from Louisville, Kentucky, which is the home of bourbon. Anyways, let's go ahead and make this drink. So it's a shot, it's not an actual cocktail. I got my mini mason jar here, and you're gonna need a spoon. Alright, they say start with a Kahlua. By the way, I was cutting firewood today for a camping trip we're going to take next month. So your next campsite cocktail is going to come to you. Man, my mullet's about to catch fire with this thing. My next campsite cocktail will come to you from an actual campsite instead of my backyard. But this is, it's actually in the 30s today here in Georgia. But we've had a lot of rain recently. And I was going to film this tomorrow, but I'm not sure what the weather's going to be. It's been so sporadic. So I just threw this quick campside scene together for you guys. I was actually out cutting hickory and some oak for our camping trip. That's going to be happening in a couple weeks. Alright, here's where it gets tricky. You get this dark Kahlua on the bottom, as you can see. And we're going to try to gently, very gently, set this Bailey's on top of it. It seems to be running over just a little bit. Okay, that's a complete failure. If you look up this drink on the internet, it looks really pretty. It's black on the bottom, this kind of white cream in the middle. You can sort of see it. And then what you have is whiskey on top. And it makes a really pretty looking shot, which I don't have the patience nor the skill to create. So what mine looks like is what my wife buys at Starbucks. But basically it should taste exactly the same. So I'm sorry I failed you in the dainty department. Maybe I'll learn how to slowly, maybe if I use a shot glass it'd be better. But I thought this nice big mason jar would do today. Anyways, cheers, guys. Ah, that was a big shot. I've never eaten a chicken fart, but that was like Irish chocolate milk. That was good. I actually like that. Wow. That warms you up. Kind of had that cream taste to it. Pretty smooth. The bourbon had a little bite in the beginning. I wish I could have made it. Guys, hop on Google and you can look up a duck fart and you'll see the pretty glass, how they set up the shot. It looks really awesome. I thought maybe I could attempt it with a spoon. You guys can tell me what I did wrong. That is completely fine, but I did get 3 different types of liquor into a glass. I made a cocktail. All right, bonus time. A little extra credit because I wasn't able to. I kind of figured I wasn't going to be able to do that. Maybe that's why I wasn't able to do that. While I was going to the store to pick up all this stuff, I had an idea. I said, what if we just throw the Kahlua out? We saved that for my coffee in the morning. But instead, we took some of this bourbon, poured it over my favorite bourbon glass on some ice, and we added some Bailey's Irish Cream. It's kind of like a cup of coffee with cream and sugar. You got the dark and you got the sweet and the light. Now I googled it and I wondered if anyone had ever done it. Apparently, if this were Jack Daniels, this would be called a jackknife. Or if this were Jameson, they call it the Lucky Irishman. So there's 2 different drinks right there. But because this is early times bottled and bond in Kentucky, and they don't have a name for it, so I'm gonna call it the Kentucky Nightcap. I thought about that. All right, so it's kind of transparent at the bottom, but pretty thick. I like White Russians and Black Russians. They also are good drinks too. But anyways, I figured this would be kind of like a bourbon White Russian. Wow. Okay. That's good. Really strong. I probably should put more Irish whiskey in it and less bourbon. Didn't know that was going to be the kicker. But wow. That tastes good. Kind of tastes like a cold brew with some sweet cream in it, except for it's alcoholic. I'm really interested to know what this Early Times tastes like by itself because I haven't tried it yet. Because I'm thinking that this is kind of doesn't taste that great because I'm picking up some vibes that say that. Anyways, my cooler's, oh, it's not too warm. I'm going to put some more wood on the fire. I'm going to finish these drinks, crack a cold beer, and stagger into the house responsibly. Hope you guys drink responsibly as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Campside Cocktails. We did a little experimenting on this episode with the duck fart and the Kentucky Nightcap. And next month, I have no idea what I'm going to do for you guys. Maybe we'll do a craft beer review, or you can make a recommendation below. I'm pretty good at margaritas and martinis, so you could ask them about that. I also have a drink or a shot that tastes exactly like birthday cake or a cupcake, or I call it a pineapple upside down cake. That's right. So if you want to, whatever you guys want to see in the next Campside cocktail video, you can definitely comment on Facebook when I post this, or you can comment below on the video on YouTube. Like I say, I hope you enjoy this responsibly and enjoyed this actual video. If you do, please give us a thumbs up. We're going to keep doing this all year long, whether you like it or not, because I enjoy drinking, and it'll at least get me 50 views per video. Man, that is strong. That's really strong. I should have more Irish cream than the bourbon on that. Whew. I'm gonna have to get out a glass another day when my taste buds aren't ruined by the sweetness and try out that Early Times. So watch the next video. I'll let you know what I think about Early Times as far as if it's a good bourbon or not. It had pretty high reviews on it for something that's typically sold in plastic bottles. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you on the next Campside Cocktails in about 3 weeks. Peace.